Hello, everyone. I hope you are doing really well. Welcome to our channel. On this channel, we don't just teach you English. We also help you become a better person, step by step. We want you to grow in your life and become the best version of yourself. Today, I will talk about one of my favorite books. This book is very special. It has helped millions of people around the world. If you really understand this book, and if you follow the lessons in your daily life, it can help you a lot too. Many people say that one good book is worth a lot of money. Why? Because when an author writes a book, he shares everything he has learned in his whole life. He shares his experiences, his mistakes, his knowledge, and his success. You can read all of that in just one book. Now imagine this. What if you could sit with a very successful person and talk to them? What if you could listen to their life story, their ideas, and their advice? That would be amazing, right? That's what a book gives you. A book lets you learn from the most successful people in the world. Today, I will explain this book in a very simple way. I will use easy examples and give clear explanations. I want you to not only understand the book, but also feel excited to use the lessons in your life. Because books are not just for learning facts. Good books help us grow and change our life. This book gives you advice that can change how you think, how you act, and how you see the world. I always say, all successful people read books. They know books are powerful. Books help you think better. They give you more knowledge. They help you find new ways to succeed in life. So, make sure to stay with us and watch till the end. Our channel will help you improve your English, and it will also help you grow your mind and reach your goals. The book I'm talking about is called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This book teaches 7 important habits that can change your life. I will explain each habit one by one. The first habit is to be proactive. This is the most important habit. It means you are in control of your life. Many people just react to everything. When something bad happens, they blame others. When they fail, they complain. When life gets hard, they give up. But successful people are different. They don't blame others. They don't wait for luck. They take responsibility. They don't control everything, but they control how they respond. There are 2 kinds of people. First, there are reactive people. These people always blame others. If they fail an exam, they say, "The teacher didn't teach well." If they don't get a promotion, they say, "My boss is unfair." If they are unhappy, they say, "Life is unfair." They think they have no control. Second, there are proactive people. These people take full responsibility. If they fail an exam, they say, "I didn't study enough. I must do better." If they don't get a promotion, they say, "I will improve my skills and show my value." If they are unhappy, they ask, "What can I do to feel better?" Let me tell you a simple story. Imagine 2 friends, James and Daniel. James wakes up late every day. He looks at his phone and scrolls through social media. Then he runs to work. One day, he is late because of traffic. He gets angry and blames the traffic. When his boss is angry with him, James gets upset. Now think about Daniel. Daniel wakes up early. He does some exercise. He leaves home early. Even if there is traffic, he stays calm. He knows he made a good decision. Who will do better in life? Of course, Daniel. Because Daniel is proactive. He does not let problems control him. So, how can you be proactive in your life? Stop blaming others. Don't say, "My parents didn't teach me," or "My teacher is not good." Take responsibility. Ask yourself, what can I do to change this? You cannot control everything, but you can control your actions and your attitude. When you start doing this, your life will slowly start to change. The second habit is to begin with the end in mind. This means you should know what you want in life. If you don't know where you are going, how will you get there? Think about a road trip. Would you drive without a map or a destination? You would plan your trip and check your route. But many people don't plan their life. They just wake up, go to work, come home, watch TV, and repeat. They don't think about their goals. The writer of the book, Stephen Covey, says everything is created 2 times. First in the mind, then in real life. For example, before a house is built, the architect makes a plan. Before someone becomes successful, they first imagine their success. That's the power of having a vision. Let me give you an example. Cristiano Ronaldo, the famous footballer, once told his mother, "One day I will be the best footballer in the world." He had a strong vision in his mind. Then he worked hard every day to make it real. This is the power of clear goals. Now let's talk about how you can use this in your life. First, know what you want. Be clear. Do you want to be a doctor, a business owner, or a teacher? Think about it. Then, every day, take 5 minutes to imagine your success. See yourself reaching your goals. Also, make good decisions. If something doesn't help you reach your goal, don't waste your time on it. Imagine one day you are not in this world. What do you want people to say about you? Do you want them to say you are kind, hardworking, and successful? Or do you want them to say you wasted your life? Your answer will show you how you need to live today. If you follow this habit, you will have more purpose and more focus in life. The third habit is called put first things first. This means you should do the most important things first. Let me explain with a story. Imagine you have a big empty jar. You want to put big rocks, small pebbles, sand, and water inside this jar. If you put the sand and water first, then the small pebbles, there will be no space left for the big rocks. But if you put the big rocks first, then the pebbles, then the sand, and finally the water, everything will fit perfectly. This is how life works, too. The big rocks are the most important things in your life. These are things like your health, your family, your dreams, and your personal growth. The small pebbles are things that matter, but are not as important. These could be your job or daily tasks. The sand and water are the little distractions like social media, watching TV, or gossiping. Many people fill their life with sand and water first. They spend a lot of time on things that don't help them grow. By the time they think about the important things like their health or dreams, there is no time left. But successful people do the opposite. They put the big rocks first. They take care of what really matters. There is also a difference between what is urgent and what is important. Urgent things need your attention quickly, but they are not always important. For example, replying to messages or attending meetings can feel urgent. Important things help you grow, like exercising, spending time with family, or learning new skills. Most people react to urgent things all the time. When the phone rings, they answer immediately. If someone asks for a favor, they stop everything and help. They live like this all the time, reacting to what happens. But successful people focus on the important things first. They plan their day and make sure they do things that help their goals. Let me tell you about 2 brothers, John and David. John wakes up and immediately checks his phone. He spends an hour scrolling on social media and replying to messages. David wakes up and starts working on his goals. He exercises, reads a book, and learns something new. After 1 year, who do you think will be more successful? Of course, David, because he put first things first. John was busy but not productive. So how can you put first things first in your life? Write down your big rocks. What are the most important things to you? It could be your health, your family, or your dreams. Then make a schedule for these things and do them first every day. Don't leave them for later. Also, learn to say no to distractions. If something does not help you reach your goals, don't do it. If you practice this habit, you will become more organized and successful. The fourth habit is think win-win. Many people think that if someone else wins, they lose. They feel jealous or insecure when others succeed. But highly successful people think win-win. They believe that success is not limited. Just because someone else wins does not mean you lose. Think about sunlight. If one person enjoys the sun, does it mean there is less sun for others? The sun shines for everyone. Or think about knowledge. If you learn something and share it with others, does it mean you have less knowledge? The world has many opportunities for everyone. There are 3 types of people. First, win-lose people. They want to win at any cost, even if others lose. They don't care about fairness. Second, lose-win people. These people give up their needs to please others. They never stand up for themselves. Third, win-win people. These people believe everyone can succeed. They help others and share opportunities. Imagine you are working on a group project. You can do it in 2 ways. One way is win-lose. You do everything yourself, don't share credit, and want all the success. Your team feels unhappy and the project fails. The other way is win-win. You divide the work, help each other, and celebrate success together. The project will be better, and everyone will be happy. Win-win people build strong relationships and long-term success. A win-win boss helps employees grow, so they work hard and stay loyal. A win-win business owner focuses on customers and grows the business. A win-win leader creates chances for others and becomes respected. Selfish people may win for a short time, but in the long run, they lose. To practice this habit, stop thinking of life as a competition. There is enough success for everyone. Look for ways where both you and others can win. Support others because the more you help, the more you will grow. Life is not about winners and losers. It is about creating success together. The 5th habit is seek first to understand, then to be understood. Many people have problems in their relationships because they do not listen properly. Most people listen to reply, not to understand. They wait for their turn to talk and think about what to say next, but they don't really hear the other person. Successful people do the opposite. They listen first to understand the other person's feelings and ideas. Only after that do they speak and share their thoughts. Imagine a doctor. If a patient says, "I have pain," the doctor should first ask questions to understand the problem. But if the doctor just gives medicine without asking, it can be dangerous. Many times in conversations, people judge too quickly or give advice without listening. This causes misunderstandings and broken relationships. There are 4 types of listeners. The first type ignores the speaker. They pretend to listen, but their mind is somewhere else. The second type listens only to parts they like. The third type listens to words, but not feelings. The fourth type listens with empathy. They understand feelings and the full meaning. Most people listen only at levels 2 or 3. But to be effective, you must listen with empathy. Here is a strong example. A teenage boy says, "I hate school. I want to drop out." Many parents get angry and say, "You must study. You don't understand life." But they never ask why the boy feels this way. Now, imagine a parent who listens carefully and says, "I see you are upset. Please tell me why." The boy opens up and says, "I am being bullied. I feel alone." Because the parent listened first, they can now help. How can you practice this habit? Next time someone talks to you, try to listen without thinking about your answer. Put yourself in their place. Ask questions like, "Tell me more," or "How do you feel?" When you listen with your heart and not just your ears, your relationships will become better. People will trust you and open their hearts to you. You will become a person that others respect and listen to. The sixth habit is synergize. This habit is very special because it teaches us about working well with others. Synergy means that when people work together, the result is better than what each person can do alone. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Let me explain with an example. Imagine two people want to move a big rock. If they push the rock alone, it is very hard. But if they push the rock together, at the same time and in the same direction, the rock moves easily. This is synergy. Many people find this habit difficult because they want to do everything by themselves. They think, "If I want something done right, I have to do it myself." They do not trust others and want to control everything. But this is not the best way to succeed. Successful people know the power of teamwork. They know that when the right people work together, they can do amazing things. Think about famous companies like Apple or Tesla. Steve Jobs did not build Apple alone. Elon Musk does not build rockets alone. They have teams of experts who help make great things happen. There are 3 types of people when it comes to working with others. First, dependent people. They rely on others for everything and often blame others when things go wrong. Second, independent people. They take full control of their life and work hard alone. Third, interdependent people. These people are strong on their own, but they also know how to work well with others. They share ideas and create something bigger than themselves. Most people think being independent is the goal, but true success comes from being interdependent. This means you work well with others and also take responsibility for yourself. To use this habit in your life, find people who are good where you are weak. For example, if you are good at ideas, but not good at doing the work, find a partner who is good at doing things. Respect other people's opinions and learn from different ideas. Remember, differences are not problems, they are strengths. Also, always think win-win when working with others. The best teams are those where everyone benefits and grows. When you work well with others, you can do much more than you could alone. The 7th and last habit is sharpen the saw. This habit is about taking care of yourself. Imagine you are a woodcutter, and every day you cut trees. At first, your saw is sharp, and cutting is easy. But after some time, your saw becomes dull. If you keep cutting without sharpening the saw, it will take a lot more effort, and you will get tired quickly. What should you do? You should stop and sharpen your saw. Then cutting becomes easier again. This is the same with your body, mind, emotions, and spirit. You need to take care of yourself so you can keep doing your best in life. There are 4 important areas to sharpen. First, physical renewal. Take care of your body. Your body is your most important tool. If you don't take care of it, everything else will suffer. Think about a car. If you never change its oil or check the tires, it will stop working one day. It is the same with your body. Exercise every day, eat healthy food, and get enough sleep. Even simple things like walking or stretching help. A strong body gives you energy and helps your mind work better. Second, mental renewal. Feed your mind with good knowledge. Your mind is like a garden. If you plant good seeds like positive thoughts and learning, your mind will grow strong. But if you fill it with negativity or stop learning, it will feel stuck. Read books, learn new skills, and stay curious. Always ask questions and never stop learning. Third, emotional renewal. Strong relationships and inner peace are very important. No matter how rich or smart you are, if your relationships are weak, your life will feel empty. Spend time with your family and friends. Forgive people who hurt you. Holding anger only hurts you. Stay away from people who make you feel bad. A happy heart is a strong heart. Fourth, spiritual renewal. This means connecting with your purpose and values. Success is not just about money or fame, it is also about meaning and peace inside. Many rich people are unhappy because they forgot what really matters. Spend time in silence, meditate, pray, or think about your life. Do things that make you feel happy and useful. Always remember your true values. When your spirit is strong, nothing can break you. Why is this habit so important? Imagine your phone's battery is very low. No matter how good your phone is, it will stop working if the battery dies. It's the same with you. You can have big dreams and goals, but if you are tired and low on energy, you cannot do much. Sharpening the saw helps you stay strong, healthy, and motivated for the long run. Now we have talked about all 7 habits. Be proactive. Take control of your life. Begin with the end in mind. Have clear goals. Put first things first. Focus on what is important. Think win-win. Find success for everyone. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Listen carefully. Synergize. Work well with others. Sharpen the saw. Take care of yourself. These habits are not quick tricks. They are a plan for a very good and successful life. If you practice them every day, you will not only be successful, but you will also become a leader and someone who inspires others. Most people live on autopilot. They complain about their life but don't change. But you have a choice. You can stay where you are, or you can start applying these habits. You can build a life full of success, happiness, and purpose. The choice is yours. If you want to change your life, start today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Your future self is waiting for you to begin.